a test in a nice manner. So after the test, now it is time to do some teaching, and let us do some teaching in the class. Today I will take up a new topic, or I should say a new poem. It is in your course, First Flight. The name of the poem is A Tiger in Zoo. It's as the title is very clear, that the poem is about the tiger, how he feels when he is in zoo. First I am going to read the poem for you so that you can know how to read the poem. So class 10th, let's start. He stalks in his vivid stripes, the new steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass, near the water hole where plump deer pass. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. But he has looked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars. Stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors, he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. And the name of the poet is Leslie Norris. Children, always when you read the poem, always try to learn the name of the poet, because you may be asked in the exam what is the name of the poem and the name of the poet. So the poet of this poem, A Tiger in Zoo, is Leslie Norris. So now let us see what the poet is trying to say in this poem. He says that the tiger moves up and down of his cage. The stripes on his body are of strong bright color. You must have seen कि शेर के ऊपर वो जो धारियाँ होती हैं, they are very bright in color. The stripes on his body are of strong bright color. The tiger moves quietly on his velvety pads. In the line you see, sliding stalks in his vivid stripe the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quiet. This line means that the tiger moves quietly on his velvety, उसके गद्देदार जो पंजे हैं उस पर चलता है धीरे धीरे. He is full of rage. Rage means anger, but is quiet. पर वो चुपचाप है. He is very angry, but he is quiet because he knows that he is helpless there. Because when any creature is in zoo or in some cage, he feels very insecure and helpless. So that is why the tiger is not. The tiger is only full of rage, but he is quiet. So now you see, stalking he should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, bearing his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Now what the poet wants to say is, looking at the imprisoned tiger, the tiger which is in the cage, the poetess is filled with pity. उसको दया आ रही है. He said that the poor tiger should have been in his natural habitat. In this poem, the poet wants to say that the animals are supposed to live in their natural environment. And at this point at the night, he would have been lying in the shadows of trees. When he is in the natural habitat, at the night time he lies in the shadow of the tree. जब वो अपनी प्राकृतिक परिस्थिति में रहता है टाइगर, तो वो पेड़ों के नीचे सोता है रात को. And sliding quietly through the long grass, and he moves very quietly from the grasses which are in the field, which are in the jungle or forest. There near the water hole, he would be waiting for some fat deer to pass that way. So when he comes to the water hole, पानी के बाद जब वो आता है, so he starts waiting for some deer to pass from there so that he can eat it. Thus he would be lying there in expectation of heavy feast. So जब वो पानी के पास आता है जंगल में, तो इंतज़ार करता है कि कोई जानवर आएगा, and he will be enjoying the feast. He will be enjoying the food. He will be enjoying the party. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, teeth, his claws, terrorizing the village, but he is locked in concrete cell, his strength behind bars. Now let us see what the poet wants to say in this. Here the poet imagines that the tiger would be doing in case he failed to find any prey. Suppose a tiger does not find anything in the jungle, in his natural surrounding, then the tiger will be growling at the edge of jungle near some village. फिर वो किसी गांव में जाएगा जो जंगल के पास है. He would be showing his white fangs, अपने बड़े बड़े दांत दिखाएगा, and claws while moving here and there. He will be showing his teeth, and he will be moving his claws, पंजे अपने हिलाता हुआ, दांत दिखाता हुआ घूमेगा. He would thus become a cause of terror. So why he is showing his fangs and claws? Because he wants to make the villagers, he wants to terrorize the villagers. He wants to make them afraid, fearful. The poetess here gives a hint. यहाँ पर पवी ने इशारा भी दिया है that if we destroy the natural habitat of tigers, अगर हम जंगलों को ही बर्बाद कर देंगे जिसमें टाइगर रहते हैं, they will be forced to turn. फिर वो कहाँ जाएंगे? Naturally, children they have to turn toward town and villages to find their food. So when they will not get food in the jungle, they will surely come to the villages and the towns to take up their money, take up their food, because they have to survive, because they cannot live without food. Stalking the length of the cage, ignoring visitors, he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Now let us see what is in the last stanza. The poet sees in the last lines of the poem, locked in a concrete cell, he finds himself in the cage behind a very solid wall or cell. Concrete means very solid, made of iron. So now he is put in cell, in jail, in a prison in the zoo. So in spite of all his strength, अपना ताकत होने के बावजूद, he now lies imprisoned behind the bars. He cannot do anything with his strength because he has been imprisoned in the bars. Behind the bars, he is in the cage. Very slowly and silently. So now he slowly and silently moves up and down. So उसको एक ही काम है, पिंजरे में इधर से उधर चलता है वो चुपचाप धीरे धीरे. He takes no note of the visitor because he is in the cage. He does not like anything. He does not want to give any notice to the visitor. जो उसे देखने आते हैं zoo में, उनको भी नहीं देखता है. उनमें who come to the zoo to have a look at him because he is not in a good mood, because he is in prison. When a creature is in a prison, or when if anybody is in prison, he does not like anything, because freedom is must. Freedom makes you comfortable. In freedom only you like to enjoy the things. But when the tiger is put behind the bars, behind the cage in the zoo, he does not like the visitors who come to see him in the zoo, because he is not in a. So the tiger knows no rest during the day. दिन में उसे बिल्कुल आराम, because the visitors keep on coming, so he does not get any rest in the zoo, because every time one person, second persons are coming and coming to see him, so he does not take rest in the daytime in the zoo. Even at night he remains disturbed due to the noise of patrolling cars. In the night also, due to the traffic or due to the movement of the cars, he is not able to sleep well. He is always disturbed due to the moving cars. Patrolling means the cars going from one place to another. He keeps staring. Stare means to look very carefully at one thing. किसी चीज़ को घूर घूर के देखना. He kept staring at the brilliant stars. What he does in the zoo, in the prison, in the cage, he looks the brilliant stars which are in the sky with his shining eyes. Perhaps he is asking, ऐसा लगता है कि वो अपना सिर ऊपर करके आसमान को देख रहा है, तारों को देख रहा है अपनी आँखों से, चमकती हुई आँखों से. And he is asking heaven. Heaven means God. Why he has been imprisoned there? कि मुझे यहाँ इस कैद में क्यों रखा हुआ है? Why I have been put behind the cage in this zoo? What is my fault? Why I am in this condition, behind these bars, behind this cage? So this is the poem, children. Now what you have to do is read the poem very carefully. Try to understand, and I will be giving you the short question answers, MCQs, which you will do later on. Thank you, children. Thank you very much.